Most men think they know exactly what drives a woman wild, but the truth is, the one spot that can completely blow her mind isn't where you think, and most never even come close to discovering it. It's not about doing more, it's about understanding deeper. And once you unlock this, everything changes. Her reactions, her energy, even the way she looks at you. Here's the reality. Female pleasure isn't just physical. It's layered, emotional, psychological, and deeply connected to how she feels in the moment with you. The biggest mistake? Rushing, trying to perform instead of connecting. Because the real spot most men miss is the space where her mind, emotions, and body align. When she feels seen, understood, and desired without pressure, that's when everything intensifies. It's in the way you pause before acting, the way your presence makes her feel safe yet excited, the way you pay attention to the smallest shifts in her breathing, her tone, her energy. When you slow down and build anticipation, you're not just touching her, you're engaging her imagination, and that's where the real magic happens. If you're starting to see this differently, hit like and subscribe, because what most people never talk about is how powerful subtle understanding can be. And once you learn it, you'll never go back to guessing again. Emotional safety is the hidden foundation that amplifies everything a woman feels, yet it's the most ignored element by many men. When she feels genuinely safe, free from judgment, pressure, or expectation, her mind stops analyzing and starts experiencing. This shift is powerful because her body naturally follows her emotional state. If she feels tense, unsure, or rushed, even the right actions can feel empty. But when she feels understood and accepted, even the simplest moments become intense and meaningful. It's not about saying perfect words or acting in a certain way. It's about being present, attentive, and calm in your energy. She picks up on how you look at her, how you listen, and whether you're truly there with her or just focused on an outcome. That sense of emotional security allows her to open up, trust the moment, and respond more deeply. In that space, connection becomes effortless, reactions become genuine, and what you share feels natural rather than forced. The mind plays a far greater role in pleasure than most people realize, because what she imagines and anticipates often becomes more powerful than what actually happens. When there's a sense of buildup, when moments are stretched, pauses are intentional, and nothing feels rushed, her thoughts begin to fill in the gaps with excitement and curiosity. This anticipation creates a kind of emotional tension that heightens every sensation, making even the smallest interaction feel more intense. Instead of focusing only on physical actions, what truly matters is how you guide her experience mentally. The tone of your voice, the timing of your actions, and the unpredictability of what comes next all contribute to keeping her engaged. When her mind is active, intrigued, and slightly unsure of what's coming, it deepens her connection to the moment. That mental stimulation keeps her present, amplifies her reactions, and allows the experience to unfold in a way that feels immersive and deeply engaging, rather than predictable or routine. Slow, intentional touch carries a depth that rushed intensity can never match, because it gives her body time to fully register and respond to each sensation. When movements are quick and overly focused on results, her experience can feel mechanical, like something is being done rather than shared. But when your pace is controlled and deliberate, every small action becomes more noticeable, more meaningful, and more powerful. Slowing down creates space for her to feel, react, and build anticipation with each moment. It also shows confidence because you're not trying to rush toward an outcome. You're comfortable staying in the moment and letting it unfold naturally. The key is awareness, noticing how she responds, adjusting your rhythm, and allowing variation instead of repetition. Gentle shifts in pressure, timing, and presence can create a much deeper connection than intensity alone. When touch becomes thoughtful rather than hurried, it transforms from a simple action into an experience that feels immersive, engaging, and naturally more impactful. Attention to subtle reactions is what separates a surface-level interaction from a deeply connected experience, because her body communicates constantly in ways that are easy to miss if you're not fully present. Small shifts in her breathing, the way her posture changes, the softness or tension in her voice, even the brief pauses in her responses, all of these are signals that reveal what she's feeling in real time. Most people overlook these details because they're too focused on what they're doing instead of how it's being received. But when you start noticing these cues, you naturally begin to adjust without forcing anything. You become more in tune with her rhythm rather than imposing your own. This creates a sense of understanding that feels effortless to her because she doesn't have to explain or guide every moment. When she feels that level of awareness from you, it builds trust and comfort, allowing her to relax into the experience and respond more openly and naturally. The most overlooked spot isn't a specific physical place, but a deeper layer of connection that blends emotion, attention, and presence into one experience. Many assume pleasure is tied only to technique or location, yet what truly amplifies everything is how she feels internally in that moment. When her thoughts are calm, her emotions feel secure, and her attention is fully engaged, even the simplest interaction can feel powerful. This is often missed because it can't be seen or measured. It's created through the way you carry yourself, how you respond to her energy, and how naturally you build comfort without pressure. It's about making her feel understood without needing to say much, and desired without making it feel forced. When this inner connection is present, her responses become more genuine and spontaneous. Instead of reacting out of expectation, she responds from a place of real feeling, which makes the entire experience more immersive, intense, and naturally fulfilling without relying on anything overly complicated. Confidence and presence shape the entire experience because they influence how she feels before anything even happens. When you're fully present, mentally and emotionally, you create a space where she feels your attention is genuine, not distracted or forced. Confidence here isn't about dominance or trying to impress. It's about being grounded, calm, and sure of yourself without needing validation. She senses this through your energy, the way you carry yourself, and how naturally you engage with her. When you're confident and present, there's no rush, no hesitation, and no overthinking, which allows the moment to flow smoothly. This kind of energy makes her feel more at ease, encouraging her to open up and respond more freely. On the other hand, uncertainty or distraction can create tension that disrupts the connection. True presence means you're tuned into her, aware of the moment, and not trying to force outcomes, which makes everything feel more natural, connected, and deeply engaging. What truly transforms the experience isn't a hidden technique or a secret place. It's the depth of connection you create in the moment. When you understand that her mind, emotions, and body are all connected, you stop chasing results and start creating something real. It's your presence, your awareness, your patience, and your ability to make her feel safe, seen, and genuinely desired that changes everything. The men who stand out aren't the ones doing the most, they're the ones who understand the most. Because when you slow down, pay attention, and connect on a deeper level, you don't just create attraction. You create an experience she feels, remembers, and responds to without needing a single word explained.